Nostalgia is weird. It's that random feeling that hits you late at night. Maybe when you hear an old song, or see a photo you forgot existed. Maybe you log into a game you haven't touched in centuries. And suddenly, you're not here anymore. You're back there. Back when things felt simpler. Back when the world didn't feel so fast. But here's the thing about nostalgia. It doesn't show you the full picture. It is the pain out. It smooths over the awkward phases, removes the insecurity, and it hides the loneliness. It gives you the highlight reel. And sometimes we fall in love with that highlight reel. For me, all of 8th grade was peak. Not just one part, the whole year. The people were different. Everything just clicked. I'm not blinded by nostalgia when I say that. It genuinely felt like life had color. After that, something shifted. Freshman year hit, responsibilities increased, people started changing, energy changed. It felt like everything lost its spark. There have been so many nights where I've thought, I wish I can go back. Not to change anything, just to relive the moment. But here's what I had to understand. We don't live for life to be peak all the time, because if it was, we'd grow used to it. If every year felt like 8th grade, it eventually wouldn't feel special. And that would just be normal. And that's the part we forget. Peak moments are rare on purpose. They're rare because they're earned. The dull seasons, the confusing season, the why does everything feel mid-seasons, those are what make peak times peak. You need contrasts. If life was always at 100, you wouldn't feel it anymore. So maybe freshman year feeling off doesn't mean that my life went downhill. It just means I'm between peaks. And that's when I realized something that low-key scared me. If I'm not careful, nostalgia's gonna kill me one day. Not physically, but mentally. Because if you keep comparing every moment to your favorite one, nothing will ever feel good. You'll sit in a room full of good moments and still think, it's not like 8th grade, and that's dangerous, because you stop appreciating what's in front of you. Nostalgia isn't supposed to trap you, it's supposed to remind you. It's proof that you've lived through something meaningful. And if you hit one peak before, you can hit another, just not the same one. As Master Oogway said, yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. Today is a gift. That is why it's called the present. You might not be able to relive 8th grade, but you could build something new. And one day, you're gonna look back at this messy, confusing freshman year and realize this was the building. This was the transition. This was the season that made the next peak possible. So if you feel like your best days are behind you, they're not. They're just not happening right now. That's okay. Because you don't live at the peak, you climb to it. And eventually, you'll reach it again. Different people, different energy, but just as meaningful. Nostalgia is powerful, but don't let it convince you your story has already peaked. Because life doesn't end at 8th grade, it evolves. And the next peak might be closer than you think.